Today, you're connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Wednesday, September 28th. I am Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. Going to take a quick look at some news and sports headlines from your Daily Journal and djournal.com. But first, let's start with a look at your weather underground forecast for today. Going to have clear skies, a high of 87 degrees, a low of 54, 0% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook: Thursday, cooling off considerably, clear skies, a high of 76, and then a low of 54, 10% chance of rain. Friday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 77, low of 55, a 10% chance of rain. And on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 81 degrees, a low of 55. 10% chance of rain. Okay, let's take a look now at some of your top headlines from the Daily Journal and djournal.com. The nation's newest voters are eager to cast their ballots for president in a few weeks. Several Tupelo High School students took advantage of the opportunity to become registered voters at school on Tuesday. Volunteers set up a table in the THS cafeteria and assisted students as they registered during their lunch periods. Americans will elect a new president on November 8th, and Tupelo High students who are eligible to vote are excited to have a say in the democratic process. Senior Devin Johnson said having a voice in politics has been on his mind a while, and he's still pondering who will get his vote. Senior Farrah Cox said the ability to vote as a teenager is a big deal because, quote, we don't always have a say-so, but we do have a say-so in who will be president. Senior Avery Ray noted that this election will have a big impact on her generation's future. We're going to grow up under this president, she said. Vanelli's Bistro has been open a little more than a week, and owner Vaz Vanelli said the reception has been better than he expected. It's been nearly 2.5 years since the old Vanelli's on North Gloucester was destroyed by a tornado. The reopening of a smaller version of the restaurant downtown has long been anticipated. Vanelli's bought and renovated the building at 206 West Main Street, putting in the latest and most energy-efficient appliances and fixtures he could find. Gas-operated stoves and ovens, tankless water heaters, and LED lighting were installed, and they're already paying off. On Tuesday, Vanelli's received a $4,300 rebate check from Atmos Energy, which has partnered with the Mississippi Public Service Commission to help small businesses get energy-efficient rebates. The program offers startups and businesses that reopen reduced rates and alternative deposit options. PSC Commissioner Brandon Presley said while big businesses typically get big incentives, the smaller mom-and-pop operations shouldn't be left out. A new program aims to provide more transparency to taxpayers when it comes to the campaign contributions and expenditures of those seeking political office. Secretary of State Delbert Hosemann announced Tuesday a website that allows residents to learn more about who's contributing to political campaigns and how much, as well as how those contributions are being used. One problem for now, candidates aren't required to file their campaign finance reports electronically. Hosemann hopes to change that by proposing during the next legislative session that online filing of campaign finance reports be made mandatory for candidates by the year 2020. He said filing online will be simpler than with the current paper forms, and he's encouraging candidates to file online the first year reports are due. To use the new website, go to www.sos.ms.gov, then go to the elections and then to the campaign finance icon. And in sports, Mississippi State University will conduct a nationwide search for its next athletic director. Scott Strickland, who had served in the role since 2010, was officially announced as the new athletic director at the University of Florida on Tuesday. MEC President Mark Keenum has already started seeking a successor, saying his goal is to, quote, find an individual with the vision and leadership to meet high expectations for success at Mississippi State. MSU will use an external search firm to aid in the process. Possible candidates range from ADs at other schools to current MSU employees, including head baseball coach John Cohen. Strickland said Florida is the only place that could have lured him from Starkville. He'll make $1.076 million annually as Jeremy Foley's replacement, including a $150,000 signing bonus. And that's it for Newsbreak today. I want to remind you of a couple of podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal. The Memo is is a 3-day-a-week podcast, all things Northeast Mississippi, with myself and W. Derek Russell. You can find it every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for free in iTunes, your podcast app, or at memo.djournal.com. And also Prep Rally, a high school sports podcast with myself, Gene Phelps, and Blake Morgan every Wednesday. The webcast goes live at djournal.com around 11 a.m. You can listen to the podcast version later in the day in iTunes, your podcast apps, or preprally.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today can be found in your Daily Journal or at djournal.com. Follow us on Twitter at djournalnow and give our Facebook page a like as well. That's it for Newsbreak today. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you tomorrow.